Thank you so much. This is one of the most emotional times of the Congress. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we have started, but I've been taught in my culture that you've got to let the person, the owner of the house, to come and welcome you. So at this stage, I'm going to ask Ntate Harold McClure to come and officially welcome all of us.
Viva DA Viva. Halala DA Halala. Tata DA Tata. Heita. Tata. Awe. Baie dankie, Program Director. Thank you also for the privilege and good morning. Goeiemorgen. Doe my lang. As julle wakker. Dames en here, mede-collega's, demokrate. Ek weet nie, die pastoor het my wakker gemaak. Ek wil ook nou preek. Laat my toe om te begin om 'n hartlike welkoming aan al ons afgevaardigdes vanuit 11 kiesafdelings. Reg oor die provinsie wie takstrukture hier vandag verteenwoordig uit verskillende munisipaliteite. Dankie dat u altyd toegewyd was en verbind is tot die party hier in die provinsie. I also would like to do a special welcome to our members who present our constituencies, our branches, and also our councillors that's here today from the different municipalities. We want to welcome you to Uppington here in the heart of the warmest place. Our members of provincial legislature and as well as those from Parliament, also a special welcome to our observers, our special VIP guest. En dan ook aan ons musikante wat hier is vandag, wat vir ons hier gaan trakteer met musiek. Ons het nou gesien, Donovan het dit nou gedoen. En ons wil ook 'n spesiale woord van welkoming gee aan Pastor Titus. Dankie dat u is. U was vurig geweest. Ek hoop ons het geluister. Ek wil ook vandag 'n spesiale verwelkoming gee aan Liana van Wyk en Bani wat hier is. Baie dankie Liana dat julle hier is. Ons waardeer dit. Ek wil ook erkenning gee aan ons kantoor, Benies en haar staf wat hier is. Liana is ons COO. Sy sien, okay, is alright. So alles is alright, moenie worry Benies. I also would like to make a special welcome to Mimi Godwe and Nicholas Godsel. They are the presiding officers here today. They will presiding over this Congress, and we know they will do the right thing. And I also would like to also place on record that our federal leader, Helen Zille, has made an apology. She's not going to be here. She's actively involved. Pastor Titus, die mense wat nie wil hoor en sien en voel nie, sy is besig met hulle daar in Gauteng. And then also our federal chairperson, Ivan Meyer, Solly Malatsi would like to join us. But they also send their full support for this Congress. It's one of its kind. It's the first in Upington. So I also would like to say to the host here in Upington, Benede Oranje, thank you very much and your leadership that you assist us to ensure that we have this event. Thank you for your warm hospitality and assisting in preparing this event. As I said, this is the first time of its kind, this Congress here in Upington. And we are going to make history in Upington. And I also would like to welcome the entire people. Colleagues, before we proceed, I also want to take and allow me a personal moment to extend a warm welcome to my wife, Liesel McLua, ons het dieselfde van haar. Right. Colleagues, if we look over this here, you know, I would like to welcome, you know, if you look at the DA, this is also the first, as I said, in the history of South Africa and in the Northern Cape. I want all our ministers and deputy ministers to stand. I want to give them a special welcome. It never happened. We have our leader who's a minister. And the one thing that I'm proud of, and I want Willie to stand again and welcome him, not as a delegate, but as a minister that serves in the cabinet, in the national cabinet. Welcome, Willie. Hy's 'n celeb nou, né? Julle moet watch. Democrats, this is my great honor. And a man that I have been looking for in my entire political career, who also made us proud ever since 2019. And I want to make a special welcome to John Steenhuisen. He's a minister of potatoes and tomatoes. He will sell anything to you and he will give you a farm. As hy rooi rokkies wat grond soek, né? No, we don't give plots. John, thank you very much for your presence here today. It underscores, leader, the importance of this Congress and the confidence that you actually place at our national level and as well as in the Northern Cape. We really say we deeply honor your presence here. Colleagues, today belongs to all of us. And this Congress presents the strength of our internal democracy. At the time that we have today, you have shown the vibe that you have created this morning, that we can engage with one another, irrespective of us going into a Congress election. We will be electing leadership here and those to guide us into this province, this future of 2026. Let us do so like you have started this morning, with respect, conviction, and ultimately be united in purpose. It is therefore my privilege to officially welcome you all, everybody here today, to the Congress of the Democratic Alliance in the Northern Cape 2025 Provincial Congress. May this day be a productive inspiring and as well as a true memorable day. Thank you and God bless you. I was waited for the MC. I know he's going to come and take the mic. He's the last one that can speak with the mic. Tavu, welcome to the Northern Cape. He's from Gauteng. He's also a counselor there. So hy create die vibe hier vir ons. So thank you very much that you have accepted to come here. Welcome to us. Ek sien jy het 'n mooi hoed aan en 'n mooi ding. Doen dit.
Baie dankie, Harold. All right. Now that we are welcome, now that we know we can have a Congress, I think we can get started. And before we get started and go further in the program, I'm going to call on Kalithia, who's going to lead us in the national anthem. So I'm going to ask all the men, just like me, please take off your hats, all the men. Please let's take off all our hats. And please let's all stand for the singing of the national anthem. Okay, Democrats, now I want to see, you just warmed up your vocal cord. So I'm going to call on, I want to see which constituency has the most yes. Wie het die meeste yes? Okay, so, kom, oh, ek sien so. Maar ek wil hoor, waar is meneer de Oranje? Meneer de Oranje, waar is julle? Okay. So, ek het iewers gesien, was? Oh, dat is Blokaroo, kom ons julle. Okay. All right, I'm now going to call on the next constituency. All right. So the next constituency is Central North. Central North. Okay. Let's hear it from Central South. Central South. Okay. Well, we need to practice a little bit more by Central South. Okay. Okay, let's now go to the Diamond North. Diamond North. Oh, I see you even brought your own banner. You even brought your own banner. Yeah, yellow was created, man. Okay, Diamond South. Come, Diamond South. Was jullie aan een banner? Ach, nee, wat? Okay. Anthem, was jullie? Okay, ik zie Anthem daar. Idwala. Where is Idwala? All right, I see Idwala there. Okay. I have never been anywhere in South Africa. I don't know if I told you this. This is my very first time in the Northern Cape. Very first time. So I'm excited because I get to say, where is the Kalahari? Ja, ek het baie gelees oor die Kalahari in school, by school. Okay. En waar's Namakwaland? Okay. Ek kan nou sien. Okay, waar is Fransespoort? Ek sien julle. Okay. All right. Okay. All the constituencies, I had your chance. Julle het gees, paar van julle moet bietjie oefen. Okay? Julle moet bietjie oefen. Maar dis okay. Julle het die gees, dis daar. So, but ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, yeah, he is from Durban. eThekwini. He was born and raised in the Natal. He became a ward councillor like myself, but he was younger when he became a ward councillor. He was 22. And I remember years later, I used to look up to him, the way he was debating in Parliament as a chief whip. Yes, but like I'm better, you didn't give him a chance. He is now the Minister of Agriculture. He is opening doors everywhere, not only in the DA, but internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage, John Makopti Steenhuisen!
Viva DA, viva! Pambili DA, Pambili! These days they say I've got to be called John Valagate. Because if you don't valor the gate, the Nkomo and the Igusha gets out. Democrats, friends, I'll start with some sad news for those of us who love peace and justice, and that was the terrible news that we woke up to this morning of the murder last night of one of the witnesses in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. And our thoughts and prayers are with their family. And just like Babita Deokaran paid the ultimate price for speaking out against criminality and injustice, so too did this witness pay the ultimate price. And I think we owe it to him and the family to make sure that we bring to justice those people who are being examined now in the Madlanga Commission, and we make sure that they end up where they belong, which is behind bars. Democrats, it's such an honor to be with you. Dis 'n groot eer om saam met julle vandag in die Noord-Kaap te wees, want ek kan sien, die Noord-Kaap is duidelik, né? Ek kan sien, hierdie is waar dinge gebeur. Hier in die hitte van die Noord-Kaap kom die verandering wat Suid-Afrika nodig het. Dis ook die grootste provinsie in die land. Maar die armste. Maar ons is hier om dit te verander, né? Ek wil eers begin om dankie te sê aan 'n baie spesiale persoon in my lewe, en ek dink in almal van julle lewe ook. En dis die provinsiale leier van die Noord-Kaap, Harold Magloe. Dit gee vir hom 'n handskud. Harold, ek wou baie dankie sê aan jou vir jou leierskap, die werk wat jy het ingesit in hierdie provinsie, om hierdie provinsie te bou tot waar ons sit nou vandag, waar ons is amper daar om hierdie provinsie te regeer as die Demokratiese Alliansie. Jou jare van diens, ons sê dankie ook aan jou vrou, wat ons weet, hulle dra die groot skade en die werk, wanneer ons is nie by die huis nie. So baie dankie dat jy hom vir ons geleen het vir die laaste paar jare. But I have no doubt that we are where we are today nationally and where we are today in the Northern Cape because of the hard work and dedication of people like Harold Magloe. I'm proud to call him a leader, but I'm even prouder to call him my friend. Thank you, Harold. God bless you, and thank you for your service. We will not let you down. We're going to build on your legacy, and I know that the provincial leadership elected here today is going to build on this foundation that you have built, because we know that a house cannot be built on sand. It's built on a strong foundation. And we have got the Harold Magloe foundations here in this province that's going to take us to new heights. Maar hierdie provinsie is so belangrik. Miskien is dit die armste provinsie, maar is die mees belangrikste provinsie. Maar vir baie jare, vir baie en te veel jare, die mense in die Noord-Kaap sit in baie moeilike omstandighede. Ons sien die onregverdigheid wat gebeur in plekke soos die Noord-Kaap. Mense is siek en sat vir die verval in ons munisipaliteite in hierdie provinsie. Mense sit sonder werk. Hulle kinders sit sonder werk. Ons kleinkinders sit sonder werk. Ons sit sonder water in ons huise. Ons gaan maande sonder elektrisiteit. Daar's riool op die strate. Maar die toekoms vir ons land gaan deur die Noord-Kaap. Suid-Afrika kan nie werk as die Noord-Kaap nie werk nie. Dit kan nie werk nie. En dit maak nie saak waar ek is in hierdie provinsie. Die mense sê dieselfde ding. Ons voel nie veilig nie. Hier in Uppington, strate is deur bendes en dwelmsmokkelaars oorgeneem. Die bendes vat huise en hulle sit hulle besighede daar binne, hulle verkoop dwelms aan ons kinders en vernietig hulle toekoms. En die waarheid is dat die mense van die Noord-Kaap en die mense van Uppington is nou siek en sat van beloftes. Ons is siek en sat. Want nie elke verkiesing kom mense en sê, ons sal hierdie doen, ons sal hierdie doen. Maar na die verkiesing is hulle weg. Ons vind hulle nie. Hulle is weg. Maar ek dink dat wat Appington en die Noord-Kaap nodig het, is die DA. That's what it needs. We need to give this province an injection because it is sick. And that is going to be a big blue injection. And we're going to stick it right into the Northern Cape. And we're going to push the blue machine right through this province. And we're going to liberate the Northern Cape from the clutches of despair. Because we've got a strong message. The Northern Cape doesn't belong to you, the criminals. The Northern Cape belongs to us, the people. And we, the people, are going to stand together and sweep out the corrupt, sweep out the illegal, sweep out the criminals, and we're going to restore the Northern Cape to its rightful place as the beating heart of South Africa. This was the heart of the railway network in South Africa. The R was so important. That means the artery. Maar waar lê ons spoorweë nou? Niks. Wat nie gesteel is, roes daar in die duine. In Mtanjeni, water outages, no electricity, overflowing sewage and broken infrastructure. And these failures affect everybody. In Gamagara, die rioolkrisis, het die punt, ons is nou by die punt, waar mense se gesondheid en die gesondheid van hulle omgewing is in groot moeilikheid. And this is not how a province with so much potential should function. Do you agree? Our citizens need water. We need electricity. We need infrastructure that works. And we need the jobs that come with that. We cannot afford to watch our children and grandchildren sit at home giving up hope that there is a future for them. And I know, because I'm a parent, having to look into the eyes of your child when they say to you, there is no hope. And you've got to look into their eyes and encourage them. But you know yourself deep down in your heart that things are in a bad way. And that's what happens when you've got a government that wastes money, that doesn't spend the money on infrastructure, but makes sure that it goes to irregular expenditure, and tenders, and a few people who benefit. And what do the people want? They don't want anything special. We just want our basic rights. We want to live in a safe community. We want water in our taps. We want electricity in our homes. We want jobs and the ability to be able to allow our children to dream about a future that they never even thought possible. But these things don't have to be a wish. These things can become a reality. But we have to vote for it. Maar daai verandering kom nie net by van die lug af nie. Ons moet iets doen om daai verandering te sien. Ons moet iets doen om daai verandering na elke dorp in hierdie provinsie te bring. En die beste manier en die kortste pad om jou munisipaliteit te red in die Noord-Kaap is vir die DA te stem. Jy moenie jou stem mors op hierdie klein partye wat elke keer opspring. Ek sien daar's 'n nuwe een hier in hierdie provinsie, Revival of iets so, ek weet nie. Maar hierdie klein partye kom op elke verkiesing met die hoë beloftes. Maar al wat hulle doen is maak dit makliker om die ANC te wen en moeiliker vir die DA te wen. So mense in hierdie provinsie moet die boodskap baie duidelik kry. As jy wou verandering sien, as jy 'n beter lewe vir jouself en jou familie en jou gemeenskap, dan moet jy DA stem in die verkiesing. Because we can fix it. And we don't talk about fixing things. We're already fixing things. We saw what Henrietta was able to do in just a few short months as the mayor in her municipality. We've seen what Chris Pappas is doing in Umgeni. We've seen what Jordan Hill-Lewis is doing in Cape Town. We're seeing what our DA people are doing in the municipalities where we govern. We don't talk, we do. Ons praat nie, ons doen. Ons is nie hier om speletjies te speel nie. Ons is ernstig vir verandering. Ons is ernstig om vorentoe te gaan as 'n provinsie, as 'n nasie. Ek het gesien wat kan gebeur wanneer mense hande vat, hulle vertroue in ons party gee. Maar ons moet ook weet dat die mense se verandering sal nie net kom van die lig uit ook. We have to be the evangelists of change on every doorstep in the Northern Cape. We need to get up every morning and walk the streets. We need to talk to people. We need to show them the difference that we're making where we govern. We need to paint the vision of hope about what the Northern Cape, their community and their family can look like going forward. And each of us must become those evangelists of change. And it doesn't matter whether you are a minister, a deputy minister, an MPL, an MP, a councillor, or an activist. All of us must be evangelists for change. And when we get that right, when we can show people that there's a better future, that's when the change starts to happen. Now, colleagues, I want to say there's been a pack of lies in the media recently. Mense praat sleg oor my en ons party. Maar ek het 'n boodskap vir hulle. Lies have short legs. Baie kort bene. And I'm telling you that when the truth comes out, those same people who have been spreading these lies and misinformation are going to have a day of reckoning. Because we cannot as a party be focusing inward when the country needs us so badly. We cannot be playing games internally when the people out there are pinning their hopes on us to bring the change. Now I want to say something. Ons het mekaar 'n lang pad saamgestap. In 2019, when I was elected leader, and many of you were there and voted for me, and thank you very much for the trust that you showed in me. I promised you a number of things. I said we'd get back to winning ways. I said we'd focus on building the structures of the party, and that we would go into the next elections confident that we can change. And in both elections, we have grown. And you remember in 2019, Democrats, when our leader walked off the job, taking people out with him, trampled on the flag on the way out the door, spoke badly about the DA, and said it would never be a vehicle for change in South Africa. You remember those days? They were dark days, and we were there together. We sat there as Democrats watching all of this happen. But we didn't then curl up in the corner in a little ball and say, jammer dat ons leef. What did we do? Together we took hands, we picked up our flag, and we held it back up into the air. And we said, we are taking this party forward. And as they say in the Northern Cape, kyk hoe lyk ons nou. 'n Party van nasionale regering, 'n party van provinsiale regering en 'n party van plaaslike regering. En al daai mense wat ons afgeskryf het in daai jare, hulle sit nou met eier op hulle gesig. And my friends, I'm here to tell you again that we're not finished on this journey. We're not finished on this journey because we have a broader mission. And that broader mission is in this next local government election to become the largest party in South Africa. And we can do it. We're going to become the largest party in South Africa. And then we're going to step from there to becoming the largest party in the country at a national and provincial election in 2029. Then we are going to form the government. We are going to decide who are ministers. We are going to be deciding on what the future comes. And when that day comes, that will be the liberation day for South Africa. That will be the liberation day for South Africa. So my friends, we've done a lot together, but we've got a lot more to do together. To the incoming leadership, Isak, thank you for stepping up. Thank you for the kilometers and kilometers that you travel to advance our party's banner. To all of our public reps here, to all of our activists, to all of our professional staff, I want to say thank you. The road ahead's not going to be easy. Dit sal nie 'n maklike pad wees. Maar ek weet that there's no bunch of people I'd rather be walking this road with than all of you. So Democrats, let's leave this hall today more determined than ever to take our banner and advance it even further. Let's push every day now to bring the change that we need. Because I know one thing for sure, that no matter how tough the times get, when we stand together, nothing and nobody stands in our way. Viva DA, viva! Pambili DA, pambili! Let's go and do it, Democrats.
Thanks for watching. Join the mission to rescue South Africa. Like and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. Join the DA, because the DA gets things done.